Welcome in, everybody. We're going to just let this play here because it's brought to you in part by the Global Ghost Hunt, the UP program, Repair Post Network, and above all things, Blue Sphere Productions, brought to you by W Energy Drinks. Here we get to play a little bit of a clip here, real quick here. Brought to you by W Energy Drinks. 10% off by using the code in the links. Don't forget, all you have to do is enter Joshua Blessy at the end of the your checkout to get that today. Blah 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 blah. There we go. Ha ha! Here I am, ready to rock and roll. Hey, I am Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except Sundays because we're changing the schedule a little bit, guys, because I need to have a day off. Just a day to kind of recoup and gather things up, and I picked the slowest day, which was Sundays. So I will not be here from now on from Sundays or on the 3rd or the 10th of the month. Those are when I do my shopping, guys. So just remember that those are the only days you won't see me here. Otherwise, I use my homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, as you see before you, and then I try to help you find the best possible path for you. So if anyone would like a reading, please let me know in the comments. I would gladly help you today. Got my coffee, got my tobacco. Had me a little bit of fun. Oh, let's get some smoke on here. So anyway, guys, today is Thursday, and I'm having a great, wonderful day so far. Let me recap. Today has been just waking up this morning, having a little bit of the green stuff to help me relax throughout the day, and now I am here doing tarot readings. But above all else, guys, I think life is going pretty well for me right now. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I gotta go check the mail today and make sure that everything looks good outside. So we all have these moments in life where things, go according to plan or not according to plan. And, yesterday was kind of one of those days where it's just like everything went really according to plan. We just had a nice, relaxing, forget about the world day. Good morning, Kenzie. How are we doing today? Yes, you sure can get a reading. That's what I'm here to do. So all I need from you, Kenzie, is to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle the deck for you, 1 through 10, okay? So, Kenzie, in case you didn't hear me, I need you to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle the deck for you, 1 through 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your answers are in my deck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, and the 55th card is now on top of the deck. No, don't be sorry. That's part of the reading. That's why I tell you to read between those numbers. Now you picked a little bit higher, but since it wasn't too much higher, I went with what you thought you should read. So this is probably the reading you need to hear today. So okay, so this is your reading, Kenzie. Don't worry about the counting part. That's what I'm here for today. So that I always believe that your intuition kind of leads you to the reading that you're supposed to have. So don't worry about it too much. Okay, so this is your past card. Your contemplate is your present. Your future is your wandering. So in the past, what you have been doing is you haven't been receiving the gifts that are being given to you right now. There are a lot of wonderful things coming your way, but you're refusing to open them because you think there are naughty things inside. Well, got to tell you something a little bit you haven't probably thought of. Maybe they're the good gifts that are coming inside, and you're just not getting them because you're being too stubborn to open them. So something in your life right now where you're not receiving the gifts that you haven't been given recently, something from the past, something that has you the ability to say, yes, I want to open this gift and receive it into my life, or no, I don't want to receive this gift into my life, kind of a situation. So moving past that into the future, now we're moving on to what presently is going on in life. What we're really not going through right now is now we've kind of gotten to the point where we're realizing we have to start picking and choosing which pretty package we want to open up. So we see all these packages that are in front of us, all these pretty beautiful marbles that are just sitting there waiting to be taken. These are just your goals and dreams and wishes. These are the things you want the most. There isn't really a bad choice in this jar, just whether or not they work out or not. Well, that's how life works, unfortunately. So it's time to stop just contemplating about the dream you really want to be accomplishing right now. Just pick one and run with it. Because what the future is telling you is you may have to consider a wandering path for a change. A wandering path is one that doesn't have a time frame. It doesn't have a destination. It doesn't have it doesn't have any kind of a sense of anything other than you're just going to keep going every day, one day at a time, going with the flow, making every day be your best day ever, because you're not going to be worried about trying to get somewhere. You don't have to be so concerned with getting to a location. Sometimes it's about the journey. Like a location at the end of the tunnel for all of us is death. And that's what we have to start to realize, is that the only true thing stopping us from experiencing what we want to experience is the will for us to be able to say, yes, I want to do that. So do you want to start taking a lesser planned life and maybe take a step back and maybe take a life where it's a little bit more easygoing? Because your destiny card is telling you something very, very important here. You have my Whale's Joy card. My Whale's Joy card is all about you doing one thing. First of all, it's my wife's card. My wife card is a very stubborn woman. She likes to live in the past and sometimes likes to relive her grief more than she likes to live her joy. Just like a whale does it in the ocean. It knows how to navigate the ocean, and it does it with a family, a pod that helps them along the way. But sometimes we navigate just a little bit out of the way that nobody else wants to navigate, and we get kind of lost sometimes. Well, my wife has to come up for air every once in a while, just like all whales have to come up for air. But she just doesn't come up for air. She comes up and takes a leap of joy out of that ocean. She takes in life once again. She takes in that breath of life that allows her to feel the happy in her heart once again. She takes in as much as she needs because she doesn't know when her next breath will be. Then she takes that ultimate joy to scream out and yell out in joy, to exhale that beautiful, wonderful moment. So it's time for you to start jumping out of the ocean floor that you live in and start jumping for joy out of it, that you have this moment in time to experience this moment. So you get to be the one who leaps out of the ocean and cries, yes, thank you for all the kindness and goodness that I have in my life. Look at me now. I can't believe what bountiful, beautiful things I have. That's what my wife had to realize. And if there's my wife is kind of like a a motherly sister. She's like the crazy old aunt you should probably listen to because she gives all the best advice. That's my wife, okay? So if you have a crazy old aunt somewhere in your life that meets that description, go talk to her today and get your reality checked a little bit. That's your reading for today, Kenzie. Last minute intuitional thoughts for you, Kenzie, is that yes, you have waited for this moment for a while, but the more you sit there and wait for the answers to plop in your lap, it's going to be a long wait. But now you have to start to move forward and keep those things in mind that you know you want the most. Open only those presents which are going to benefit you the most. Leave the rest to the pile for later when you might need a boost. Yes, you may open a bad sweater kind of a gift, but ultimately you have to be the one who has the power to run their own lives. So that's my reading for you, sweetheart. I hope that helps you some way today. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you want to talk to me about it, we're still sitting here and chat chill with you for as long as you would like to. So let me know if you have any questions or queries or something like that, guys. I'm here to help you guys as best as I can, answer the best to my abilities, what I think will help you get forward. I'm really glad that that helped you in some way, shape, or form today, Kenzie. I'm glad that, hey, at bare minimum, I gave you something to think about today. Well, at least you got something to think about today. But I really want you to remember this. Remember, the future is always in your own hands. No matter what I've told you here today, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go live your best day ever, starting today by saying just that. Today will be my best day ever. That's my last minute advice for you. May you take that into your heart and may it bring you some much needed joy. Every day is my best day ever because today, I don't know. Today could be the last day. I could fall asleep today and not wake up. I could be in the Summerlands by the time my head hits the pillow. You never know. Oh, I just got the message that I have to send a message. Okay, we're gonna send our message. 1, 1, 2. There, we sent the message. There. I hope you're happy. We sent a message. Hello, Fierce Ball. Welcome on in. How are we doing this fine day? If you would like a reading, please just let me know. I'm ready, willing, and able to help you here, buddy. God, I love our pot, dude. Yeah, I can do you a general past, present, future reading. Maybe I give you some guidance today. If you would like that, just let me know in the chat there. You already said you would like one, so tell me pick a number 1 through 10, and that's how many times I'm going to shuffle the deck for you, and that's how I'm going to shuffle for you. Give me a second here. So Fierce Ball, you're up. Okay, and so, welcome in, Chanta. Okay, here's your shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and now I need you to pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your answer is in my deck. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the 20th card is the one on top here. I'm glad that helped you in that way, Kenzie. I'm going to get back to doing Fierce's reading here, so. Okay. Okay. And then we have jumpers for you later. Okay, so here's your reading for you. Kenzie, I think you're going to be just fine. I think you're listening to your angels right now, or they've got your back. They're trying to help you out there. So just listen to that instinct telling you to do good things. Yes, you may, after this reading there, Shanta, I'm going to do Fierce Ball first, and then you can be next, okay? So Fierce Ball, in the past, what you've been working on is you've been working on the person that you were wanting to become. You're actually putting that down on the anvil and you're starting to shape yourself into the person that you want to be. Or as I like to say, the tool that you would like to become. Do you want to be the shield that protects, the sword that defends? Do you want to be the cup that gets filled or emptied? Or do you want to be the fan that controls the ebbs and flows of life? Those are just examples of things that you can kind of imagine yourself becoming. What do you want to start to shape yourself into being? Now, do you know what you want yourself into being? But you're currently working on that, and you know that you are getting close to completion. Now, this ice card means that don't feel so locked in one place that you have to keep searching for the answers in one specific area. You don't have to keep your ideas locked and frozen in place. You can chip away from what you've locked yourself away in. There's a small little bit of you that you've kind of kept locked away that you know it needs to come out, that is a part of who you are, that you need to chip away from that icy exterior that doesn't let anyone see what that is. So you have to start bringing on the light and the heat that you just spent on tempering. Now you have to pour onto that ice to melt it away so that you don't keep getting stuck in the same position you've been stuck in forever. Hiding this part of yourself is not helping you anymore. It's hurting you because you have to remember it's a part of who you are too. So maybe there's something there you need to get rid of it that you know you need to open up about. But this is what's kind of coming for you in the future. You're going to be throwing away a lot of the things in your life that no longer serve you any purpose, whether that be physical things or metaphysical things. You're kind of going to be putting things into the trash heap pile so that one day it can start to compost into life-giving nutrient dirt someday. It's still healthy, beautiful stuff like your apple cores and your eggshells and your potato peels and your orange peels and all that fun stuff that you don't think is going to serve you some kind of a purpose someday, but there may be things you thought you needed to get rid of. Maybe you peeled a little bit more off of that thin layer of that mask so you could let people see a little bit better of part of you. I think you get the analogy. So it's time for you to start to let go and get rid of the things that are holding you back and start yourself into that process of getting ready to plant in that new fertile ground that's coming for you. But your destiny card is telling you that you might be juggling way too much in real life right now. You've got so many balls in the air that's hard for you to play catch up or take a deep breath. Well, why haven't you thought of bringing all those aspects of what you do into one cohesive goal? Yeah, yes, I have to work a 9 to 5 job, but that's got to be something I have to do. I have to have some home time. I have to have some time for whatever spiritual thing I like to go do. I have to have time for kids if there are kids in the equation. There are a lot of little things that we have to account for. But you can integrate those all into one cohesive goal by just simply being there for each of those things, holding that space in those moments that you can be those things, and igniting that spark and that flame in the center of all of that, focusing your energy on the one goal that you can do. I can be me, and whatever anybody needs me to be in that moment doesn't matter. It's still me. So you don't have to break it down into a dad / husband / whatever or thing like that. So we had some jumpers for you today. What do jumpers mean? If there was ever a time for you to listen to your spiritual angels or guides or whatever you believe in, these cards usually pop up when it's time for you to start doing something important in your life. So this is a message from the divine. And then we'll get to your reading after this, okay, Chanta? So this is your message from the divine fierce ball. It's time to start realizing your hidden potential within yourself, because you are just like this little bud that's about ready to burst open with their leaves. You may be taking a little bit more time to open up and allowing those sun rays to reach you and that raindrops to reach you and all of that wind and pollen stuff to reach you, because you're connected to the earth. It's a time for you to start to grow and open up, but also to celebrate that moment, to be able to get around the people you hold true the best to your abilities. Remember that ignite thingy? Well, that's where you're going to set that flame in the center, because you're all going to celebrate together. The people who have your back the most, that are there for you no matter what, those are the people you need to go out and just celebrate life with a little bit. It's time to kind of bust loose and have a fancy free moment. It's time for you to party just a little bit. You've been taking life a little too seriously. It's time to celebrate your life once again. So that, take that for whatever you want to take it, but that's your message from the divine. Integrate. And here was the rest of your reading. So that is your reading for today there, Fierce Ball. I hope you enjoyed that, or hope that helped you in some form of way. And then we've got Chanta's next in the queue, and then Jing, you're next after that, okay, buddy? So hold on tight. You're after this next person I'm going to be reading for, and then you're next. Good. I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle. Oops. I just saw something I did wrong. Okay, now I can start to. Yeah. Heck, we're going to do this today. Okay. How about that for cleansing shuffle today? All right, Chanta, how many times would you like me to shuffle the deck for you? And then Jing, after that, you're next in line. So just stay in the chat. I will get with you in just a moment. General reading 3 card types. Okay. 1. Okay, we have jumpers. 2, 3, and the 33rd card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and the 33rd card is now on top for you. All right, here we go. All right. So here is your general reading about the finances. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. So hopefully this answers your financial question here. Okay, so here's your reading for your financial question that you have in mind there, okay, Chanta? So it's time for you to start tending back to that pot. It's time for you to start paying attention to what you are spending your money on and what you are not spending your money on. You might be spending money on frivolous things that you don't really need every day, that are causing you to be able to not put stuff away that could be to your benefit. So if you drink that coffee every day from that special coffee place, or if you go get McDonald's or some other kind of fast food place, maybe you should start thinking about every time you want to do that, going and putting that amount into your savings rather than going to buy those things. You stop at the local gas station, you grab one of those little sandwiches. It's not as much as it would have been at McDonald's, and then you save some money and you also get breakfast. So start thinking about how you are tending to the fire, because that's what you have to start working on right now, because it looks like your fire might be running out of control. So you have to also remember that you have to be like the resilient birch tree, and that there are a lot of little things that you still need to peel away from yourself in order to bring that new moisture and that new light into you so that you can start to grow again. The resilient birch tree can grow in pretty much any conditions up to certain degrees, of course. Because not everything has its limits. But you can survive pretty much the human equivalent of 100 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit in Minnesota, okay? But it's time for you to start realizing that the reason the birch tree splits its skin is because it's getting rid of those little things it knows it doesn't need. All those self-doubt that I have right now, that can peel away from my skin. I really don't need that to be a part of me anymore. It can peel away and kind of die while I let all this positive light and energy back in as well. So start thinking about if that's something you need to do in your present life. But it's time to start to stoke those fires in the future. So you have to be the one who's in control of adding to that bank account, that savings account. You have to start building up a backup fund for yourself. A fund that's always going to be there in case you run into trouble. Now, every time you want to go spending money on these dumb little things, you're adding to this little pile and you're stoking the fire that you're going to burn someday. One day you may come along where a situation where you absolutely need to use the money. You have that already set aside for you because you've been building that fire, keeping it red hot for yourself to go. Because this card here, this sleek card, it's telling you you have to dress appropriately for the weather that is outside. So the sleek card is about all these little things you think are stopping you from doing this, keeping you going in your financial future. All these little things that are hurting you right now. Well, why aren't you wearing your protective armor that is keeping you from those things? Why aren't you wearing your raincoat, or better yet, your winter coat with the hoodie, making sure you're all nice, warm, and snuggly inside, that when you finally get into a place where you can take that all off, you didn't incur much cold damage to yourself, okay? So start dressing for the weather that is ahead. So start thinking about it like this. Hey, today I'm going to live on a more positive day. Today I'm going to skip the three things that I don't want. And I'm just using these as an example. I'm not going to get my coffee in the morning. I'm not going to get my McDonald's breakfast. I'm going to go get a breakfast sandwich. I'm making my lunch beforehand and bringing it with me, just for an example. So that's kind of you putting on your financial armor in a way, because now you've already preset how you're going to save. So start doing that more. That's what your main reading is. Now let's see what these destiny cards have to tell you. We'll keep these right on the side here until we're done here. So you know the drill. Special message from the divine. All right. You have to realize one thing, that you have to remember that this is going to take some time for this to start to flourishing. Okay? So it's time for you to realize that all these little ingredients you are adding to the elixir of your beer have to have some time to come together and start to fermentate. You can't expect things to happen overnight. You have to allow things to happen in their own right time sometimes. And allowing these things to come together in such a way that when you are ready for it to finally be strained, and then you can put it back into that barrel that you can drink from now, that elixir of life will taste so good that you will not know how you made such a wonderful, beautiful thing. So start remembering that it is time for you to remember that all these little things that you have been putting into this pot to fermentate is going to come to your benefit someday. And it's definitely time for you to start realizing that, yes, you've been down in the ocean for a long time doing what you need to really do, but it's time to come up for that breath of fresh air again. It's time to leap for joy out of that ocean and express how happy things are for you right now, because there is a lot of joy coming your way. You'll have this moment where you'll be able to jump out of the leap of life, and you'll be able to jump up and you'll say, Yes, I can breathe once again. I'm taking in this breath of fresh water and life. I take in this air so that when I go back down into that ocean, not only can I navigate a lot easier, but I can now see things in a clearer light because I've taken more than just my thing here and next. So, that's kind of what's coming for you there. That's your special message from the divine there. So I'm glad to see that's resonating with you and helping you because that's what I'm here to do. All right. So we got a couple of people in the queue now here. So Insect, you're after Jing, and Jing is up on deck here. So Insect, you will be after Jing here. So give me a second here while I just write you down and make sure that my queue gets all cleared here. You're very welcome, Chandler. All right, Jing, it's your turn. Your turn. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you here, buddy. Oops. And pick up my tobacco. Just cleansing my desk off with all this tobacco crap that I've got everywhere. Okay. So, Jing, here's what I want you to do. After I'm done doing this cleansing shuffle for you, I want you to start thinking of a number 1 through 10 of how many times I'm going to shuffle the deck for you. This is your shuffle. So, how many times would you like me to shuffle the deck for you? 1 through 10. Oh, and now we're going to go back to this screen. There we go. Now you can see me again, guys. Okay. So now it's your turn, Jing. And then up next will be Insect. You're next. Okay. Insectomania. Insectomania. All right. Pick your number 1 through 10, Jing. How many times you want me to shuffle the deck for you? Jing. Jing calling you once. If I call your name out more than three times and you said you wanted a reading, I'm waiting for you to respond with the number 1 through 10 here. Calling Jing twice. Jing, I'm calling you out twice. One more time, and we will be moving on to insects reading, and you'll have to get one after insect. Sometimes computer issues happen, so I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and try to give them some time to get back in here and stuff like that. All right. And insect, you're still with me? Jing, this is your last and final call. Jing, this is your last and final call. Going once, going twice. Last and final try. Jing, I'm moving on to insects reading. Okay, insects, same thing for you. All I need you to do is pick a number 1 through 10 of how many times you want me to shuffle the deck for you. One, two, three. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your answer is in my deck. I'll get to you after this one. I called you out 3 times, buddy. I'm sorry, but you didn't respond in time, so I had to move on. So I'm in the middle of doing insects reading, and then after that, I will get right to you. So insect, pick number 1 through 52. I actually gave you a lot more time than I would normally give anyone. But don't worry, this one shouldn't take hopefully that long here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and the 24th card is your answer for you today, past, present, future. We're going to get you a little bit of messages today. We're going to find out what you need to know. All right. So, here's what we need to know there for you, insects, today. So, in the past, what you've been trying to do is you've been waiting on receiving these gifts that are being given to you right now in your life. I want you to really take a nice, hard, long look of all these things that you have yet to open from the past. These gifts that are going to give you these hidden treasures that are going to help you remember the times that you have the most beautiful moments in your repertoire. It's time to open up those gifts from the past and start to receive those things into your spirit. That's how you're going to elevate your spirit up just a tiny bit. And there are new gifts coming your way. You don't have to open up every last gift that is given to you. Not all gifts, even good gifts, can be overwhelmingly sometimes. Even the best, with the best intentions, they're not trying to give you one more ugly sweater you don't want to wear. They're trying to give you what they think you need. So if they're getting an ugly sweater, for some reason, you're letting them know that you're cold and you need an ugly sweater. Okay? But just be careful of what you are taking into your life. Accept and receive only those gifts in which you are ready to open. To be a little bit more picky and choosy about what things you let into your life or what you don't let into your life. And it's definitely time for you to contemplate those things that are in front of you right now. There's a lot of pretty dreams standing right in front of you that all you have to do is reach in that contemplating bottle and grab one of those dreams and start to run with it for a change. None of these dreams are going to be bad ideas. It's just how they're going to work out. Well, that's life. That's what you have to go find out. Oh, I like this pretty idea. Let's go find out what this plus life equals this. Okay, but that journey has yet to begun. So until you reach in and grab that moment, this dream that you know you have to want to have, you still get to pick which marble you grab. Okay, so just decide already and let's get going, because in the future you're going to come to some sort of acceptance through the process that I've just told you, because you will receive some gifts that will open up your eyes. You will not be stuck in a place of contemplate. You will be chasing your dreams rather than worrying about what dreams to chase. You'll be coming to that point in your life where you come to that acceptance in your life where you finally feel all together and ready to rock and roll. The true you, the real you, the final you, the real that you want to be the rest of your life. It's going to be that moment where you take in that acceptance of all the goods, the bads, the in-betweens, because that's what it means to truly come to an acceptance of who you are. Because we can't just accept the good parts. We have to accept that some of the bad decisions we made had its merits too. Because what your destiny card is telling you is time to definitely for you to start feeding yourself those things that you need to start to enjoy back into life once again. So if you need to start adding some more pamper me days into that repertoire, I want you to go and really enjoy them. Like, imagine it like you're the best plate of food that's been made by the best chef, by the best ingredients, the right temperatures, the right everything you've ever wanted to taste in your life. And you get to go and experience this. And rather than devouring it all in 5 seconds, you're going to take your sweet, loving time, taking every last flavor of life and going, I need to taste in this and make this part of my repertoire. So good. So it's time for you to start taking in those nutrients that you are going to savor the flavors of in your life once again. And that is your reading for you today. Insect. All right, Jing, you're up. Let me do a cleansing shuffle for you, Jing, and you are up. You're the only one in line here, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully you're here. You're very welcome, Insectmania. I think this is your time. I think it's your time to really decide what path you want to take and what path you want to be on, and allowing yourself that postage stamp of time to figure yourself out, just this last little bit of it. It's going to be so rewarding in the future, because you're going to be walking tall and proud from this day forward, knowing This is who you are, and you're not going to apologize for it anymore. And boy, is that a freeing moment, I'll tell you what. All right, Jing, we have gotten the cleansing shuffle out of the way. Hopefully, you are still here with me. Jing, you are up. Jing, 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 jing. Jing, 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 jing. Ah, darn it. Whoops. My bad. All right, that should about explain it to pretty much anybody. The queue is now empty. I have nobody in the queue. Jing, as soon as you get back in here and communicate with me, we'll get to your reading. All I need from you is to tell me how many times we will shuffle this deck 1 through 10. So if you're listening, buddy, it's time to get going on your reading. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. All right, you're ready. All right, pick your number 1 through 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your answer is in my deck, Jing. And any question you want to pose now, think about that question and think about the number that, okay, here we go. And then pick that number that most matches that number. All right, 52, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 51, and the 52nd card is now on the top of the deck here for you, Jing, and let's get you your reading for today. This is your general reading for today. Okay. All right. So, this is your reading for you today, Jing. So, in the past, what you have been doing is you kind of feel like you've been walking along this wonderful road of life, and you've been considering taking that car that you've been making and getting ready for to drive to the last 5 miles of your journey. So now that you are ready to start getting into your car, you're grabbing your buddies, you're grabbing your snacks, you're grabbing your favorite drink, you're putting on your favorite tunes, you're rolling down the windows, you're enjoying the summer day, and you're on your way to accomplishing your goals and dreams. Now, all you have to do is drive that last 5 miles at the appropriate speed limit, and you'll get there just fine. So, whatever you've been working on from the past, you've been trying to drive to that goal and dream, and you're about ready to reach the end of your journey there. But Now you're wondering what I'm going to do next after this journey. Well, maybe it's time for you to start considering taking a wandering path. You don't necessarily have to have a direction, a time frame, a place, a reason. You just have to kind of go with the flow that the life is going to give you. The wandering path is all about you taking into account that one journey you have yet to take, one that doesn't have a plan. Lots of us like to have these little plans that we like to make up for ourselves, but sometimes you just got to go live life, and that can be a really scary path to be on because it doesn't have a direction. You can go north, you can go south, you can go east, you can go west, you can be out there in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, you can be out there in the time frame that you see. You're not really worried about where you're going or how you're going to get there. You're not even worried if you'll reach home or not. It's just all about you getting around and taking this time frame and taking it one step at a time, knowing you're going the right direction. Because eventually in your future, you're going to reach your home path. That means you're going to finally start to feel like you are pulled together as a person, that you've built a nice solid foundation for you to be set upon, that you've built those walls of safety around you, that you've allowed that door to be in your place, so you allow what you want into your home or not. You've added that roof to keep out the weather that is the world that will attack you, and now you are finally ready to put all these beautiful decorations up inside. You moved out the old furniture, moved in the new furniture. I think you get the analogy. You've kind of bought a new home and you've kind of moved in with all new things, right? So it's time for you to start working on that feeling okay in that moment, because being finally reaching that moment where you feel the most at home with yourself. Some of us go through a little bit of a crisis of wondering what we should do next. Enjoy it is what you should do next. That is what you've been waiting for, that moment to enjoy. So if you don't enjoy, what's going to happen is you're going to start to crystallize in fear. So don't let yourself be so afraid that something's going to come take this away, that you get frozen in fear so much that you keep any growth from happening, that it's a very hard thing for you to thaw out. That's going to take a little bit longer to thaw out that exterior. So be worried. Don't be so concerned with building up those walls of safety. Those are the things that are going to keep you holding back from you from making the new growth that you have to have right now. And I know that what you just said is you're suffering right now, but think of it this way: if you really want to, you can get to the goal and dream that is not going to make you feel like that anymore. That you can melt this. This is still not an impossible thing to get rid of. Okay, if you bring the brilliantness of that positive light and energy, believing in myself, believing that my higher power has my back, believing that my friends will be there when I really need them, my family will be there when I really need them, that I have all that I need in my life to be able to survive on a day-to-day basis. Everything after that is a bonus. Now, everything else that I am not currently using to my benefit on a daily basis goes into my savings account or whatever else you want it to go towards. So you can keep yourself safe and secure without creating this ice barrier around yourself. And that's basically what your reading is saying today. So I feel that this is going to be your empowerment time of your life. You're going to have to choose to believe in your own power. There's a moment that's going to come where you're going to be faced with one simple thought: can I be who I want to be and show the world who I truly am all at the same time? And the answer is yes. I can do both things at the same time. So you can pick and choose which answer fits you the best, but that's roughly what I feel like is coming for you. It's a rebirth. Rebirth is a little bit painful sometimes because you've got to go through labor again to be reborn, and going where you're in the labor process right now. Once you're reborn, boom, new life, new reasons to be taking care of people who are there to help you be taking care of you. This new spirit that you are flourishing. I hope that helped today. I turned my pain into my pleasure. I turned my fear into my strength. I am still working on some of those things on a daily basis. Do I can I say I've overcome every last thing? No, I'm still working on the heights thing. I'm still afraid of heights. I'm still working on that. But above all that, I think I've got pretty much everything else in control. So I would like to be able to do something like skydive once with the person behind me who's going to pull the parachute in time. No, that might not be so bad to do just once, just to say, you know what, this isn't so bad. And that's what you're going to get here, guys. For your tarot reading every day. We're going to try to help you find the best possible path for you. We're going to try to give you the best advice we can. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer or a relationship expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I think I get pretty good advice from time to time. So remember that it's always in your hands. You have the future you want to create for yourself. I cannot do it for you. You're welcome, Gene. Have a great day. I hope you have a blessed day. I've got a couple hours to go here, so got 2 hours to go, guys. So I'll be here for 2 hours. So if you guys feel like you want to spread the word to the people you know, or you want to, hey, remember, guys, I am doing this per donation. So if you have the ability to donate, I truly would appreciate that. I'm going to put my donation links and my review links in the chat because that's what I would really like. If you can't donate, please review me on my Facebook page. Please review me there and show me the love there. Otherwise, I'm dropping my donation links in the chat. And if you would be so kind just to add a little bit to my bank account today, maybe I can get something like pizza for tonight. So maybe not. Who knows? Who cares? But if you can't do that, go to my review link and drop how your reading was today. I appreciate that. If the bare minimum, do that for me. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I forgot to do this for all destinations here. And I've got to get rid of this last part here. Okay, dropping the links in the chat one more time for everybody. Just in case anybody out there would really like to help me out. Otherwise, we just sit here, we chat, and we chill, guys, and we have a nice conversation and drink my coffee and think about playing video games. I got 1% left. How the hell do I have 1%? Oh. Well, if it dies now, I know why I died. Oh, well. My tablet was telling me it's got 1% of energy left, and I'm like, can't. I've got the plug-in. Hi, Bilingual. How are you doing today? How's life been treating you, buddy? You're next, bud. What can I do for you today? General reading, 5 paths, journey layout. What can I do for you? Okay, I need you to pick a number 1 through 10. That's how many times I'm shuffling the deck for you. One, 2, 3. Okay, you touched 4. Wait, this is 4. This is 5. This is 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's a lot of message. Someone wants to get their point across. So pick your number 1 through 52. That's where your answers are for your general reading. And then we'll talk about all these cards that popped out of the deck for you in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and the 30th card is now on top. Let's see what the cards have to say for you today, bilingual. Okay, here's your reading for today, okay? So, in the past, or what you have to start working on in the past is from your past, there's a lot of little coals that have yet to be tended to. So it's time to bring everything together so that you can tend to the fire that's in front of you. No longer can you be just concerned with one little coal. You have to bring them all so they're together so they can be one cohesive goal and dream. You maybe have been working on tending to all of these little issues in the past, but it's time for you to start working on going towards that future, because now that you've tended to the fire correctly, you kind of have to let the rest of that old wood burn off so that you can get ready to stoke the fire once again with the new wood that's going to keep you driven and going forward. Presently, what's in your life is something that you need to hear really badly right now is you need to put your protective armor back on. You have a light shield that you like to surround yourself, whether you believe it or not. It's through your faith or through your belief in yourself. You have to put on your happiest memories like a coat, and you have to wear them like that. That's going to protect you from all the things that are trying to hit and hurt you right now. All this sleet that's hitting you is these tiny little jabs into your skin that feel like they're ice cold little pricks into you. All those little things that keep feeling that are attacking you. Why aren't you wearing the correct kind of weathering equipment that you need to go out into the world? So maybe you need to put that positive energy back on there so that it will melt away before it ever gets anywhere near you to not impact you in that way. Because coming for you in your future, it's all about you reevaluating what's going on the inside of you. And the inner oak is all about reevaluating whether you need to move out some of those old bad patterns, those old comfortable furniture that you've been used to your whole life that really are keeping you locked in the same place, not doing you any good anymore. You need to get rid of that old furniture so you can bring in the new furniture that is going to be something that is going to be more comfortable, look at like it's supposed to look with the rest of the room. It's going to be functional for you and everything the way you need it to be. So it's time to start considering, what do I need to get out of myself to bring in the new good stuff? Because it's going to definitely be a time for you to start to enjoy life once again. Because the feed card always pops up when it's time for us to start to enjoy every last little morsel of life again. Imagine it like a plate of food sitting in front of you. It's the best plate of food you've ever had, made by the chef you've always wanted it to be made by, the best ingredients, the best plating, the best flavors you've ever had. And you're just going to sit there and you're going to pick it up and you're going to start to enjoy life a little bit better by taking in every last little morsel of life once again. So every time you give yourself something that's benefiting not only you but the world, you're adding that into your repertoire, but you're taking it, and I want you just trying to savor that flavor for a little bit and go, now I remember how this tastes. So the next time it comes along, you will be surprised that that's the flavor you're looking for. So that's your basic intuition read. Now let's get to these cards that popped up. Whenever cards like to fall out of my deck, it's usually a message for somebody. So I am not sure what this is going to mean, but we're going to give you got 4 cards that popped out for you, okay? So this is a special message from the divine trying to tell you something you really need to hear today, okay? So whether you want to take that or leave that, that's up to you. It's definitely time to let go of the sadness that you've been keeping locked inside. These clouds will not last forever. You are the sky in this picture. You are not the clouds covering it. It's time for you to realize that you can poke through with your brilliant sunshine to break up those clouds so that you can not worry about walking in this stage of grief anymore. Whatever you are going through right now, it's time to cry it out, to let it out, so that you can start to move forward from it. So it's time for you to let go of that sadness inside, embrace it, allow it to happen, and allow yourself to go through it. That way, that when you go have gone through it and moved it into the next stage, which will soon come acceptance in your life. There's something that you are not proud of what you've done in your life. There's something that you have felt like that maybe you've kind of been locked away from the whole world because of this thing. And it kind of feels like you're locked in this cage that you can't get out of. You have yet to feel the fresh air or the fresh rain for a long period of time. This is my brother's card, and he always tried to change his life after doing something so horrible that I don't even want to speak of it, but it's not, that's not what I'm saying you've done. I'm saying that you have taken back control of your life, and it's time to turn yourself around and make it a more positive light. Even though I have done something that I'm not proud of in my past, me including, I have done something I'm not proud of in my past. I think we all have that in our past, but we have to eventually say, I forgive you for that act, move forward, and start making our life be more positive, as much positive as we can pour into this world. Because of what we have done, we feel that it doesn't need to give back to the world. So it's all about you re-embracing that fresh rain and air back into your world again, allowing that breath of that lung to come fill your lungs with that brilliant, beautiful, I can enjoy life again, to allow my emotions to flow freely, but in a healthier way. Because it will be time for you to celebrate those achievements. Get around with your best group of friends, get around your community. It's time to start to celebrate who you are and what you are by lighting that flame together so that you can all be a part of that celebration. So what I think you needed to know today is that you have to celebrate these little things that you've been doing in your life again. It's all about you doing and taking the time to really embrace these moments to celebrate that you have accomplished something. And why aren't you giving yourself the credit that credit is due? Because your next card is very, very interesting when I say that. Because this card, the Witch's Tower card, is all about you doing one thing. It's about you standing tall in your place of power. Now, this is as close to a church as I can get, okay, guys? This place right here, this is the most sacred place I know, okay? And that's kind of what I'm asking you to go. To go to the most sacred place you know and announce to the universe, I am ready for this thing in my life. Whatever that thing may be, you're ready to say to the universe, hey, I'm ready for more. Okay, but once you've said that, remember, whatever you ask for, the universe is going to give you. So be careful what you ask for. You will get it. Not if you will get it, you will get it. So this card is telling you to postage stamp your life. Take that stamp into the ground. Say, I've got the power, that it is ready for you to start saying, here I am. I'm ready for this. Let's go. Okay. So when I look at this whole message for you, okay, and I ask myself what this message is trying to tell you, let go of the sadness. Change your life from what it used to be, the bad, icky thing, into the new, brilliant, beautiful thing. Celebrate that every single day. And then put your foot to the ground and say, I am here ready for the next stage of life. That's basically what your higher power is saying to you today. So that is your reading for today there, Bilingual. Let's see. I think I have someone else in the queue here. So you're very welcome. Okay, we're all clear then. Nobody left in the queue. You know, it's very interesting to me when people get those cards that pop up for them, and that the cards that pop out have a deeper meaning than the actual reading I gave them did. So it's interesting to hear stuff like that, Jing. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow there, Pam. Hello, Pamela. Yeah, I kind of made it funny with your name there. Welcome in, my lady. If you would like a reading, please let me know. I'm more than willing to give you one today here on my channel. So, yeah. like I said, it's interesting to know that always seems to happen for certain people. And it's like, damn, the things I get from those readings. It's like, I needed to hear that. So I'm just repacking my tobacco. Sure, I've got no one on the queue right now, so if you want another reading, I'm all ready to rock and roll. Just let me have a quick cigarette break here, real quick. But remember, more than 2 readings, and you have to give me some kind of a donation. So this is the last one. Well, what kind do you want me to concentrate on a certain kind of reading, or do you want the journey layout this time? Are we going real deep this time, or what? And I can remind you what the journey layout looks like. So I will leave it in your hands. Do you want another general reading, or do you want uh, a comprehensive reading that will give you lots more answers? Let's wait for Bing while I take some coffee. Oh, God, that was good. First, we got to find out what kind of reading Bing wants here. And then once he tells me that, then we'll get going on that reading. Do dee do dee do dee do do dee 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 do 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 do. Ah, there we go. Okay, do you want a simple answer, like a 3-card answer on that, or do you want multiple answers about that? That's all I'm asking for here. If you want a 3-card reading, just say 3. If you want journey layout reading, say 5. Otherwise, I don't know what to do from here other than that. All right. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna just go get some water real quick here, guys. And when I get back, I want to see a 3 or a 5 in chat. What kind of reading you want? All right, there, buddy. 5-card. You got it. Now pick a number 1 through 10. And that's how many times I'll shuffle the deck for you. While I put this water in this cup here, so I can have some nice cool water to drink with you guys here. All right. Let's shuffle your deck 10 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and the 30th card is next here. Okay. Past. Weight card. Easy. Hard. Unseen. Home. Faith. All right, here we go. And the Wandering Path card has already been drawn. So here we go with your reading for today. Let's see what we got for this path. So here's your answer about your question that you have about this situation with your sister-in-law and stuff like that, okay? So just try to remember that this is all leading you on this journey to kind of find out the answers about that. So you have to remember that you have to start making small goals and dreams that have come from your past. It's time to start considering whether you have been taking the easy path. The easy path is all about taking one step at a time, making a lot of little goals in order to reach your ultimate goal one day. It does take you a little bit longer to get there, but you do eventually reach your goal. What do you get by going down this path? You get the ease and pleasure of going at your own pace and not wasting all of that energy so that by the time you reach your goal, you can keep going with the motivation to keep going forward because you didn't spend it all trying to get there really quickly. So whether you've done this in the past or this is something that you just finished up doing, you've accomplished your goal and you're ready to start moving forward. So maybe this path for you is something that you need to remember, that the easy path card will have some deeper meaning about your past here today. All right, now we move on to your weight card, okay? Your weight card is all about one thing. It's all about you starting to listen to those ancient voices that are in your head. We all carry with us this ancient knowledge about who and what we are. And we have to start listening to those voices within ourselves that are telling us to do the good things with our lives. This is basically your angels, your gods, your something's telling you to say to you, hey, you, we love you, we're here for you. We want to let you know that we're standing tall in back of you. We're sending you all of this ancient knowledge. And we're doing this for a reason, so that you will get the message we are trying to send you. So take this time to listen. Make sure you take it with a clear head and also always do your own analytical thinking about it. But go with your gut and keep all of those other things in mind while you're going on your journey. So it's time to just perk those ears up and listen. Now, we have a choice for you to make, okay? All right. We have your easy path, your unseen path, or your hard path. Which path would you like to go down first? Your hard path. So what is your hard path? Your hard path is this, that the hardest thing for you might be for you to do is to go somewhere and just release this energy in a more conductive way. So you're going to go out to your sacred space where no one can hear you, no one can see you, no one can pay attention to what you are doing. You're going to go out to this place where you can just let it all out because you've been keeping something bent up inside of yourself for quite a long time now. And it's time to release that energy. Whether it's good energy or bad energy, it's time to use the energy you've been storing. So take that energy and start to release that into your life once again. So it's time to start to let go of all these things that have been getting in your way and really letting them go. You think that you're not going to be a better person without them, but you are. That's why you're becoming a better person, because you're no longer carrying along those things that have been keeping you down all this time. So it's time to release those things and move forward. Now, would you like to go down your unseen path or your easy path next? Just a reminder, middle, this card here is your unseen, and this card right here is your easy. So if you want the easy path or the unseen path. So what is your unseen path telling you? Okay, here's what your unseen path is telling you. You have to be the mature one in this scenario, that you have to have the knowledge that you were a part of this family long time. That's never gonna change. You're gonna be this whole complete tree. You've done all of the work to realize who you are. You know that that's not gonna change in anybody's eyes because they love you for who you are. This card is all about you saying to yourself, everything is looking really, really good. It's time to start welcoming people in to start seeing what I have done. And the Great Oak card is about letting people in to see that person you have become. So let them see the real you, the true you. And I bet you well, I can't bet you $1,000,000. I bet you 2 cents and maybe a nickel somewhere around here that you will have a better life, because now you are coming to that, okay, this is a new relationship. I'm coming into this idea. I have to allow them time to get to know me. Once they get to know me, I'm sure we'll be better friends. So, what's going on for your easy path, right? It's time for you to stop sitting around waiting for the answers to come to you and walking along this journey, taking the long, hard road. The easier path for you would be to get in your car and drive to your location. There's 5 miles left down on the road. There's a car waiting for you right up about in front of you. All you've got to do is take a couple more steps to get there. Then you can drive to the nearest gas station, which is just up the road, by the way. Get your drinks, get your junk food, get your favorite tunes blaring on the radio, roll down the windows. It's time to start getting into that car and driving to that place you've been trying to reach this whole time. So that is going to be the easier path for you. It's not time for you to sit around. It's time for you to really get moving on this odd project that you have going on right now. Now you have new choices to make. In here, these two cards are your leap of faith card is right here where the ring is, and your home card is right here without the ring. So which card do you want to see first? Okay, with the ring. So this would be your leap of faith card, okay? So, what is the thing that scares you the most? It's about sharing this information with people. Of course, that's scary. You don't know how people are going to react to the information you are going to give them. That's always a risk when we're sharing a little bit about ourselves. But it's not necessarily about the what people are going to view you as. It's you having the ability to know that you are strong enough to share this information, and whether they like it or not is no concern of yours. You're just going to be you. Now, if they happen to like you and happen to like it, well, that's a bonus plus. If they don't like you, they're not going to be around you much longer anyway, so why worry about them anyway? So it's definitely time for you to open up and share something about yourself that you're a little afraid to do that, because that you think that that's going to be the thing that's going to straw that's going to break the camel's back. If it is, then that was the straw that needed to be broken on that back. Okay, so don't be afraid to open up and reshare those things that you need to because the more information we share with people, the more information we share with others that is in a safe way, that is going to allow them to make the best possible choice and decision about whether or not we want to include you in our journey or not. So it's all about that. Then we have your home card, right? And it couldn't speak louder than words that it's time for you to ignite your own future. Remember, in order to ignite anything, it takes friction to reach that scratchy surface. It has to run across that scratchy surface before it reaches enough friction to where it finally ignites and becomes a flame. And you're in that process of igniting that flame, and you're just waiting to come up off of that grid and see the beautiful ignited light that you can light your candle with. Okay? But it takes a process to do that. So remember that you're just in the process of igniting, and all you have to do is be the one who lifts that up and lights that candle that keeps you going for a long time. Now we get to your last and final card, your wandering path card. The thing you have yet to consider is this, that you have to remember you have to wear that protective armor that you know you have to wear every single place that you go now. You have to put that shield of positivity on you. You have to put that I am stronger than anything can hurt me kind of shield on you. Just like I put on this shirt every day. It's my personal coat of armor because when I put this on, I feel like the gods have my back. They're going to protect me from anything that could do me harm. And they're also going to allow me to do these wonderful, beautiful readings for people. Okay. But without this shield, I can get attacked just like anybody else. So when I put my protective armor on, now you can use that as an analogy of what you need to do in your wandering path card. It's telling you to put back that armor on that's going to allow you to be more safe going out there in the world again. And when I look at your whole reading, let me get it out right here. And this is your whole reading for today. So when I go back to your original question, okay, and you asked me about the in-laws and stuff like that, okay, and whether you should keep your distance, I think that the you have to consider this as a step-by-step process. Okay, that's why you got the easy card there. Remember what your easy path card was? That was that drive card, right? So if you want this to be a better place for this relationship to be that's new, let's start to get to our goal a little bit faster than we've been taking. Maybe I need to share a little bit more about myself, okay? But there's that ancient knowledge telling you what you really need to do. You know deep inside, these people are going to be a part of your life for a long time now, and it's better to get along with these people than be at war with these people. So whatever I have to do to not compromise who I truly am, but still be that true person who can be there for them when they need it and them there for me when I need it. You know, let's agree that we both love this person so much that we're willing to be friends, okay? But then you kind of had to say to yourself, you know, it's time to release all this bent up energy that I've been holding inside because I'm ready to start sharing the inner side of me with the world because I'm ready to drive to my new location and be that better person, that better me. So now I want to share all of the information about me with these people so that they can get a better understanding of who I am. I want to be the one who ignites the flames of passion that are going to drive me forward so I can put on my protective armor once again. And that's why you have to add that protective armor on, bilingual. That's why you have to add that. You have to shield yourself from whatever she's going to say because she's going to be who she is. But you're still going to have that one person in common that's going to mean the most to both of you, and that's that person who that in-law rep who has got that marriage to. Remember, you don't have to live with these people. You have to see them once in a great blue moon. Who cares about what they say in that one brilliant moment? Just say, hey, you know what? Sometimes you kind of get to me, but honestly, you're not a bad person. Can we just kind of find some way to get along for X person, you know? And if she's got a negative vibe to you, well, then steer as clear as possible, you know? I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about just, keeping your distance and, when you see her, be nice to her and always be cordial to her and be as loving as you can towards her. And when she asks you one day why you were always so nice to her, she says, because you were my sister, because you were part of the family that my sister loves. And I'm not going to treat you any other way than with love, you know? Then watch them turn a brilliant shade of whatever color they will turn in order to get that going forward. So, in other words, be the better person here and just try to work with it as much as possible, and don't let it get to you when they're doing the things that they're doing. Like I said, you're not living with these people, so you can kind of deal with it for the moment and then let the moment pass and be back to your normal life once again. Okay, I was nice to them while they were around me, and I will be nice to them every single time they're around me. I have a lot of family who I don't get to communicate with on a very daily basis. I've felt estranged from my actual birth family for a long time. The Bleasy side of my family doesn't really acknowledge me a whole bunch. Neither does the Johnson side. So I kind of feel that's why I call myself unknown for another couple of reasons, is because even amongst my own clan, I'm kind of the unknown character of everybody that does. And even though I've accomplished a lot of beautiful things, no one really knows about it. Except for you, beautiful people. But Jing, when it comes to in-laws, you know, you got to kind of save face a little bit. Either you got to find a way to get along with them, or find something you can be common about that can drive you to the next level of what you need to do in your life. Because at the end of the day, is it really worth sitting there arguing with this person? Say, you know what, you can be kind of, oh, well, thank you very much for that. I will go check that out here very much. I truly do appreciate it. I did hear some notification go off, so. Well, thank you very much for that kind tip. I really do appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, Bilingual. I do appreciate it. See, if you can do it, I really do appreciate it. That makes my day even that much brighter, you know. So there are beautiful things I can do. Ooh, I could go get tips. Yeah, and that's the best thing to do. I mean, maybe you can melt that icy exterior, sir. Ha, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I actually have a nice little amount of coffee. It's the creamer I don't have anymore right now. So maybe I'll think about stopping by the local store, get a little bit of creamer to add my sugar, and maybe pick up some stuff to smoke some green with. Oh, you know. So I've got a nice abundant amount of green right now, but I don't have a whole lot of ways to smoke it other than my tool here. And right now all I'm smoking is tobacco. So don't worry about that, guys. So this is what I use to smoke my tobacco and my green out of. So take that. I got 1 month before we're completely 100% legal here in Minnesota. On August 1st, we become slated for recreational, and there's going to be stuff popping up everywhere with the gummies and stuff like that. I'm from Minnesota. The everybody's nice state, which is a lie. We're all a bunch of crabby bastards. And we're nice to you because Well, it's expected. It's expected. So we're Minnesota. When they say Minnesota nice, they mean that in the most derogatory way possible because we're not that nice sometimes. And then when they really truly do mean it, you find the one of a kind of us who is actually nice here. Yeah, Vikings. Who I hope we do better this year. I really thought we were going to do it last year. I thought we were going to make it so well with that new coach and everything. I thought, oh, we're gonna kick some ass now. Now that we have to change up the repertoire a little bit, we lost a couple of people I thought we really needed it, but I think they had to kind of leave the game for their own personal reasons. So yeah, exactly. Let's go 2023. Hey, thanks for pulling for my team. I appreciate it. We need all the help we can get. And yet again, I really do appreciate the tip. That makes my day even that much brighter. So, hey, two more like that, and I can get pizza. All right, you go get your work done. You have a great rest of the day. And you understand the work thingy. You're welcome. I'm gonna check something real quick while I'm waiting for the next person to come. This is when I turn on my game, guys, and I will share the screen with you as soon as it comes up and loaded. That way you can watch me play for this last hour. Just want to post it in the thing here. Okay, guys, I'm going to be playing my game in the background. So if you would like a reading, just press exclamation point join. I will be with you as soon as I see it in chat. That was a nice little tip we got from somebody that made my day. I'm really hungry. I wish we could afford pizza. Okay. Oh, you can hear it loading as we speak. Okay, we're going to share this to the screen now. This is what I'm playing while I'm waiting for people to come in. This takes forever to load this game, by the way. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So while I'm waiting here for you guys, just want to say thank you to everybody who watches this stream. Even if you watch this on replay, I really want to say thank you very much for stopping by and checking out these tarot readings. They do mean a lot to me that I am helping people. I really truly am trying to do the best I can to the best of my abilities. So if you guys want to stop by from 9 to 10 any day Central Standard Time, we'll get you in there, okay, buddy? But just in case you were wondering, this has been brought to you by W Energy Drinks. That's right, you can get 10% off at the end of your checkout by simply putting Joshua Blessy at the end of code. Actually, that changes the unknown profit now. I forgot, guys. That has changed. And I'm also a part of the Paranormal Partnership Network. That's a link sharing site for paranormal people to share their YouTube links. Then we have the Unified Paranormal Program. Give me a second here. I got to close. Now we're going to get into my character. So that's where we go, where those real ghost hunters get together to share their evidence, to share their stories, to share their live feeds. So they come together under one roof to become this unified paranormal program that is more uplifting, ego free, drama free. So if you're interested in that, join them today. And then we've got the Global Ghost Hunt and Parapost Network here. Oh. Global Ghost Hunt is coming in October. If you want to see a week long of real ghost hunting and want to be entertained in October, don't forget Ghost Week is all about that October. So come check that out. Coming soon. Schedules will be available. Then we were brought to you by Blue Sphere Productions. That's my parent company. That's where I do all my creative endeavors out of. So I just want you guys to know that as well. As well as I am a part of the Parapost Network. So probably being a part of them here as well. Okay, now enough of that crap. Back to the stream. So right, the last thing I did was get a. Okay, first I've got to delete this little thing here. Get my reward. I got my alliance points. I really need some alliance points. Oh, so yummy. Oh, I have some more skill points I can spend here. Okay, so hey, what's going on? Give me a second to pause my game and get back to what I'm doing here. Let me take it. Okay, Santa, what do you want to know now? And this is your second reading, so remember my rule, okay? No sound. I don't know why there's no sound. Look, give me a second. I'm coming back here. Okay. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me now? Chanta, can you hear me now? Looks like everything's working on my end when I do the sound test. Okay, I was like, everything seems to be working on my side. So you want another reading, okay? All right, this is the last free one. After this, it's pay time. So what do you want to know now? Three card reading, and welcome in, Lo. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Have a great. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a reading after Chanta, please just stay in chat and let me know you do want one by pressing exclamation point join. That'll put you in my queue, and then I won't forget about you. How many times do you want me to shuffle the deck? 1 through 10, Chanta. Okay, thank you for hopping in and saying hi. I really do appreciate it, though. Okay, pick your number 1 through 10 there, Chanta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you said 45th card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4. 45th card is now on top. All right. Here's your answer. Okay, so here's your answer there, Chanta. So it's definitely time for you to realize that you have to feel home within yourself. So you can't let these people ruin what you feel about yourself. Okay, first and foremost, that you have to feel secure about who you are and knowing that no matter what they think, it doesn't matter because you know who you are. First and foremost, that's what this card is trying to tell you the most. To be okay with who you are and what you are in your space. You don't have to allow them into your home if you don't want them in your life. So it's time for you to realize that that might be some of their intentions is maybe they want you to come in their door and be welcoming you, so allowing you to go into their home to get to know them a little bit better. Because you're setting this new foundation along with them. This is a new foundation that you're setting upon. You're both adding ingredients to this foundation so that you can build upon it. And allowing you to do this together, you are now allowing a partner to come along with you. So not only do you have help in your journey, you have someone you can count on, someone you can be a part of. So maybe they're just looking for a friend. They're looking for someone to help them set that positive foundation down to start to build on. So what are you going to be adding to their foundation? It's time for you to consider that maybe you have to leave some of these old conceptions behind, that you have to leave those things to blow in the wind, just like the leaves of change have to happen, like life, death, and rebirth happens for a tree all of the time. It goes through these cycles. Right now, you're probably in the death part. You're letting go of an old idea so you can accept new brilliant ideas, so new brilliant leaves can grow someday. You have to allow that to happen in order for yourself to be okay with the change that is coming to you ahead. Because what it's saying to you here in your destiny is that you have to realize that you are not the rain. You are the sky in this picture. I use this terminology a lot with these kind of cards because right now you feel like your emotions are out of control and you don't know how to control them. Well, you have to remember you're allowing this to happen within the person that you are. So what you have to do is take that deep breath in, be able to go do this in a conducive, healthier way. So at least if these emotions are coming out, allow them to come out so that they can be the raindrops that fall upon the seeds you're planting, so that they're not wasting with the water that you are giving out. So no matter what the situation is right now you are kind of on the brink of allowing this weather to happen to you. Don't be the one in control of the sky. Don't be the one who gets attacked by what's happening in their own world. So take better control of your world a little bit better. Dress a little bit better for the inclement weather. Okay? And then we have your pop-out card. Your message from the universe, chanter, one more time. Here we go. It's time to come to some sort of acceptance. It's time to get to the stage of grief where you accept that the past is the past and I have to move forward. There's some part of you that you have to come to acceptance within yourself as well. That as much as you would like to change some parts of ourselves, it just makes up too much of who we are, so we can't remove that. It might not be the greatest thing we have in our repertoire, but it's definitely something we have to accept. Then that's what I'm talking about. I don't much like being afraid of heights, but I have to accept the fact that that's something I'm truly scared of, and that getting over that fear will be one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. Now, that's not going to be easy for me because every time I get even close to something that scares me like that, I back away like a little frightened 8-year-old child, okay? I'm not going to lie. But you have to come to this little acceptance parts within yourself that even though those parts aren't necessarily the best feelings inside, they're still a part of who you are, just for example. So be a little bit better about accepting who you are. Good. I'm glad. All right, we're going to go back to playing silly games and stuff like that here. So I get to go to this new little place here. I still have to get into this. What am I going to do with this? Restoring two-handed. I should probably do some more of that. Dual wield. That. Well, there's not much to add there. Bow. Nope. I've done that now. Done that now. No. Maybe. Okay, now back to what I was doing here. So we're gonna go explore this little tunnel here. Find out what we're gonna find out here. Find out from this person what little message we needed to hear. That way we can go back and report the message to whoever we need to go, or go into the cave that you want us to go in, or whatever the case may be. And now we have to go further into the mind to talk to somebody else. Will tell us we have to talk to one other person. Nope, it's not going to show us. So we're going to have to go find out for ourselves what we have to. Okay, so no, that's not where we want to go. I did go the wrong way. Oopsie, my bad. I did go the wrong way. Oops. Oh, this is called Elder Scrolls Online. I've been playing this for, I don't know, 6 months now, and I have yet to play these games for a long period of time. This is my first time ever playing a game like this in like 40 years, so I'm making your classic oopsies mistakes. I really don't care what they're saying. I'm just trying to complete the quest. Okay, so now I have to go find this person. Thankfully, they give you little arrows to find. See these nice little glowing arrows on top of my screen? All I got to do is try to follow that arrow, and it will lead me to the person I'm looking for. Come on. Come on. Oh, back up, back up, back up. Okay, back up. There we go.
Oi.
It's going. I'm just playing my game because there's nobody else in here right now.
Oh, okay. Can I have my lighter, please?
Damn it.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Oh, gotta enter.
Holy shit balls. Oh my god. Really? Really? Couldn't just stay in. Dang. Better get this loaded up before the pot kicks in.
So let's see. Now what am I doing here? Okay, now I'm gonna go talk to this person. Did you bring the goodie bag with you by any chance? Nope.
No. But there is a goodie bag in here.
May I? Thank you, my lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here myself, you guys.
Now that should just be Demi. So
That's fine. I don't care what kind it is. Here you go.
I was about to say you're emptying it.
No, I was just filling the top up here a little.
Yeah, and then I was getting ready to give you shit.
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me.
That's why I asked. Here.
All right, now we get to go play this little game here. Find out where we're going here and go find the person with the little arrow.
Will they have a bow too?
I hope so.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh no. Come here. Come here. You are a little escape artist, aren't you? Shit. Holy shit. Oh, there's water in here. How much? Could I have a little bit of water?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's good. No one's in here anyway. It's just me and one
I
other.
didn't mean to interrupt your game.
No, I want to find the one with the arrow, the other arrows here. Thank you. Just said it right there.
Wonder how good this is going. Okay, now you're pissing me off. So, I really don't want to take the top off. I think I'm gonna have to. There we go. There we go. Now, put you on cover. There we go. I'm gonna have just a tad more weed. A tad more weed. A tad more weed. I'm gonna have just a tad more weed. So early in the morning. Okay, so well, that's good. Absorb all that. We shall see.
Mm-hmm. May I have you later?
Sure.
I'll just sign right here for you, okay?
Oh, I'm heading back.
Okay, thank you.
So, use as you will. And I mean that. Oh boy. Here I am walking
Yes, you are.
and holding something while completely stoned. Fuck me. Hi there, son. Oh. Well, I'm walking slower. That's for damn sure.
Okay, now we gotta go talk to somebody else here. Make it through this bunch of crap people again. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, he's above somewhere. No, I'm paying attention to you guys, but no one's really here helping. So I go where the brightest arrow is. I don't know what's the crap. Or is there more book around here? There's more another book. So I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online while I'm waiting for people to come in for readings. So if anyone wants to know why I'm doing this, it's because it's fun. Oh, I gotta get these guys. Wait. Where are you? Haha. Oh, thanks. Remember, I had to do that in order to get to the person I'm supposed to be speaking to. So Okay. All right, are we ready to do this again? Okay, now I can't die. I have to defend. Okay. I need to get rid of some shit. Okay, this is something I can get rid of. Oh, whatever. It's gone now. Those I can add on to here. This one can go away. Just don't hurt anybody else. I'm sorry. Just let me die. Let me die. I accidentally did that. Wasn't trying to. All right. Hi, relax. Sorry, I just saw you pop in here. Let me pause my game here real quick. How are you doing today, my friend? Let me take the game off here real quick. All right, we're ready to do readings for you. If you would like a reading there, Relics, please let me know. Okay, I don't think he's here anymore. Okay, but whatever. Back to what we're doing. Damn it. He's a stronger. I want you to look at the. I don't know what else you want from me, buddy. Okay, whatever then. Uh, that's right. Oh, okay, good. You're here. All right, thank you. Give me a second here to pause my screen here. I just saw you pop in here, buddy. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, we're all back for you here. All right, what? How many times would you like me to shuffle the deck for you, 1 through 10? That was like 5 minutes ago, so hopefully you're still here. And if you're still here watching, I'm going to wait for you to respond now. Not going to go anywhere until I see something from you. So, oh, I needed that. Nice little ice bath. Woke me up a little bit. So, relax, Rift. Relax, Rift. Are you still here with me? If you're still here, you're going to be my last reading for today. Otherwise, if I don't hear from you in about 5 minutes, which will be 11:30 my time, I will just end the stream for you guys today because I really want to just play my game for a bit and go raid out to somebody really cool out there. So I have to start looking for someone to go raid too. Are you still here? If you're still here, your reading is up. You're ready for you. You will be my last reading. So if you're here, please let me know. Okay, guys. We're calling you out one more time, my friend. Relax Rift. Relax Rift. Whatever way you pronounce it. Relax Rift. It's your turn. If you would like a reading, I'm going to call you out 3 times. If I don't hear back from you in the third time, I will just end my stream and pull my credits up and start working on that. So you are my last and final reading. Please speak up now or forever hold your peace. Going once. Rift. Rift going once. Relix Rift going once. Relix Rift going twice. Relix Rift. This is your third and final call. Going once. Third final call. Third and final call for Relix. Relvic Rift. Relvic Rift. Going once. Going twice. Third time's the charm. All right. We're going to close out Q by saying thank you guys very much for being here today. I truly do appreciate you all so much for being here. I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please stay tuned as we will raid out into this beautiful people out there into a cheer. So just give me a second here. And we'll let you see that. Good. Bye, guys. Have a good day.